Good morning, good morning, good morning. You guys are up early. Whether you're joining me now, joining me in the future, at some points, morning, afternoon, lunchtime break, in evening, before you go to sleep, welcome. It's Tim time here. We're going ahead and starting our morning devotion. This journey that you have come with me for 71 days, for those of you joining me on day one. Each and every single day, we'll go ahead and have fun-filled time with reading of the Word. It is morning and I am tired, but whether you're tired, awake, or whatever, get up and do your daily devotions. That's what we are to do. Consistency is important, and constantly reading the Word is something that we need to do to continue on with your faith on the journey, through thick and thin, rain, snow, heat, cold, hotness. It is what it is. But yeah, here we go. Um, I forgot to write this down. ESV. All right. Day 71. Let's get going. Proverbs 12:10 through 11 in the ESV. Whoever is righteous has regard for the life of his beast, but the mercy of the wicked is cruel. Whoever works his land will have plenty of bread, but he who follows worthless pursuits lacks sense. All right, whoever is righteous, talking about whoever is righteous, the mercy of the wicked, whoever works the land, and he who follows worthless pursuits. All right. Righteous and the wicked again. Here we go. It has regard for the life of his beast. Is cruel. Will have plenty of bread. And lacks sense. All right, let's go for the first one. Whoever is righteous has regard for the life of his beast. Now, the first thing that came to my mind, his beast, which is interesting. I keep on thinking of a domesticated animal, but domesticated animal is, I always think about like cats and dogs and stuff like that. But I got to realize that domesticated animals is just like horse, cows, and donkeys and stuff like that. Because yeah, you could domesticate a horse because you could ride it, domesticate a cow. I think you could use cows. Can you hitch cows? Because I keep on thinking of a cow that goes on that cow that you use to help you plow the field or something like that. Because it moves forward and you could go ahead and plow the field and so you could put seeds and stuff like that. So, anyways, I keep on thinking of that kind of thing, and I think that's right. And the intention is what I feel is that the righteous takes care of those things, those beast. It's a animal that is under his or her charge, and I know that those animals are there to help you work. Either transport things, transport yourself, like with a horse, or transport things because you could put a carriage on a horse. Um, Cows or whatever. Keep on thinking if for some reason I feel like I've seen it somewhere on TV. I haven't seen it in person, but I believe that you could use cows, but I'm pretty sure it's like a horse. I'll say like a horse is the most noticeable. You hitch a horse and put them on. Have horses like a horse-drawn carriage, basically, is what it is. And those are beasts to help humans do work. A work beast. work the field, transport goods from one place to another. Uh, Animals of work, a work beast, a workhorse does that. I guess that's where it comes from. A workhorse, a horse that does work for humans. And so, a person who is righteous, a person who is wise, a person who is a follower of Jesus, is someone who has compassion towards those animals. Even though they're working for you, you regard them, you take care of them, you help them out, and think of it as like a lower someone who serves you, someone who is of lower standing, and you are in charge of them. And I think there's it's a metaphor for anyone who is below you or under you, someone who's in your charge, that you take care of them, um, and protect them and help them out and make sure they're doing okay, so that when they are doing the work for you, that they're doing well. And and as a manager, or for myself, a teacher, yeah, you are supposed to be taking care of these things, um, protecting and your intention when you work with them is to that they're efficient and taken care of. And so, yeah, that's what the righteous do. They take care of business when you have people working under you. I wouldn't call a person who is working under me or a student a beast, but it's the intention of the metaphors there is that someone who is under you, lower or below you. Okay, and so that's what a righteous and wise person does. Takes care of them, is there for them. Um, but the mercy of the wicked is cruel. Now, the wicked may do stuff that seems to be um, positive or merciful, but the reasons behind it is they're trying to get something out of you. Um, so I do a favor for you, and I'm hoping you do a favor back. That there is some kind of um, payback for the things that are done, and so the wicked is deceitful, lies, and everything like that. They may seem like a like, for instance, like they try to be nice to you, but the reason why they're being nice to you is so that they could gain something from that. There is something that they want, and it's cruel. It's cruel. And if we connect it to a beast, yeah, you will make them, you will save them, like a horse. Look at, let's say, like there's a horse, and I keep on thinking of this person like beating the horse. Like you're taking care of it, but you expect it to do things. Huh. I guess you could say that. Well, if you have people who are servants, people who are you have saved them for the sole purpose of, if they're being wicked, sole purpose of for them to serve you, I guess. And even though it seems like they're doing something nice, in the end, they're still being destructive with the relationship. They're still being destructive with themselves. And it comes to, and I haven't fully formed this idea, but I'm trying to talk it out a little bit to myself. The mercy of the wicked. This basically means that there's something to be gained for the things that this person tries to do, that this person does for other people, and it's not a positive thing in the end. There's something insidious about it, and it's cruel. So maybe I'll go back to this little thought. Go ahead and in the comments you go and leave what you think of this one. I might have to go back and look up commentaries. The mercy of the wicked. I had a thought, but it's just skipping my mind. Let's go to the next verse. Verse 11. Whoever works the land, he has plenty of bread. It's pretty straightforward. People who are diligent and consistent will have sustenance and will be taken care of. Um, it's kind of the grind. Like, for instance, I grinded a long time to get through college. I was actually going through college just to go through college, and I had no idea where I wanted to go until I finally got out of, um because I was going to junior college. What's it called? Community college. And I was just taking classes, kind of working. I was working these part-time jobs, just kind of living a little bit. And during my time with, and I was still living with my parents, um, and yeah, I was working, and eventually I figured out what I wanted to do. I wanted to be an educator, and I did. But I had to grind. It was a grind. Like, I spent, like, it wasn't easy. And and eventually I finally got a degree, and I finally got a job, full-time job, and I've been working this career for over 20 years now. And it was not because of anything that I did special. I just worked, studied, worked, and went through the process, the hoops, and all that kind of stuff to get where I am now. It took effort, and it took time, and it was tiring. It cost a lot of money, but I did it. And I could say right now that I'm pretty living pretty well. At least I'm not materially wealthy and rich, but I think I'm okay. Yeah. Just to let you know out there, everybody, it doesn't stop with school. Once you get through school, get your degree, certification, all the walk-in and getting pinned or diploma, whatever it is, you still have to work. Like, you have to learn, even though you go into your career, you still have to continue to learn your career and do better at it. And you're working your every day. Um, yeah, pulling like it's a consistent, constant grind. But if you really like what you do, um, the grind is kind of it's fulfilling. Whether for me, I'm helping people, whatever profession you're in the end of it all, you're doing something for society, as in you're helping. So for me, I'm trying to help future leaders learn how to read and write, I guess, and to be critical thinkers and to look at life through themes and through stories and connecting with life in whatever profession. My buddy here, he works in the medical field, and whether he believes it or not, he's helping people, doing it. And yes, we're working to gain money and to live life and everything like that, but we're actually producing whatever it is we're producing. Um, and it's a service. We're both doing a service to other people. We're working with other people, and other people can be jerks and stressful and toxic, and yet we still do it with the whole purpose that hopefully they'll get better. Hopefully, for a little bit, their life is gets a little bit better, and we try. And so it's a sometimes a thankless task, but that's what we do. We work, we and we are kind of rewarded a little bit with our pay and with with our relationships and people in our lives and stuff like that. Um, which which contrasts the next verse, which is, "He who follows worthless pursuits lacks sense." And I understand that people wanna get a quick buck and go gambling and everything like that, but, um, my dad did it f all his life. He even took me there. We went horse racing. He bet all the time. He had this whole computer program and system that he would make a little bit of money off of, horse racing. Actually, I always wondered why my dad always had, like, $100 bills in his wallet. I think he just had cash on him all the time because he would go to the racetracks and kinda gamble, and so, you know what? This realization is kind of I wow, my dad was a gambler and he had money in his pocket all the time. I go, "Dad, can I have some money?" He would pull out 100. He's like, Here you go, son." Like, "What?" Like, you know what? Every time I saw his wallet was always had cash in it, because he's always I think he was always thinking in his mind to try to find a way to get some more money. Huh, that's interesting. Well, I would never know for a fact if that's true, but connecting the dots and knowing that he was into horse racing and betting and stuff, gambling is that's a thing. And there's other means in which people try to do worthless pursuits. Like for instance, I was into Magic. I'm into Magic the Gathering, and one of the biggest things is collecting cards and people purchasing possible cards that they feel like would kind of grow in profit and buy a lot of them. And it's so arbitrary, and the prices on those cards are arbitrary. We created the worth of these certain cards because 'cause they're rare. Um, do I have to say it? Magic the Gathering, the most, iconic, card to have. What is it, everybody? Can you guys say it? Black Lotus. And so, yeah, I'm calling myself out. Yes, I'm a gamer. Yes, you could, be a follower of Jesus Christ and still love gaming and know cards from Magic the Gathering, which ultra conservatives would feel Magic the Gathering is of the devil. It is. Could be. Just think of it this way. In your youth, would you rather be buying drugs and drinking and partying, spending all your money on that, or spending your money on cards? Which one's more of the devil? Jesus. Like they said Dungeons and Dragons was of the devil. Because there's other gods in there. Jeez. Where do these people get all this stuff? It's for fun. Anyways, but yeah, those are worthless pursuits. Like I'm gonna go and invest in these cards so that I could have money and stuff like that. Bitcoin, is that another thing? Gambling, those like trying to find a quick buck. And maybe you'll be successful, but as for sustainability and long termness, it's stupid. So I don't know. The righteous person, the person who is follower of Jesus Christ, has compassion. The righteous person who follows Jesus Christ, looks wisdom, also is works hard. And we do. And so, but the wicked person is cruel to others, eventually in the end. And the wicked person, I think the person who follows with this pursuit is just misled. Uh, didn't get didn't get the proper training to realize that life is hard and you have to work hard for it. So, anyways, that's all I have for you today. Hope you learned something. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.